Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys. Happy July. Or almost end of July, rather. Let's see. So we are at our first location. Uh, we had a little bit of a snafu with the address, but I'm posting it currently in the chat for anyone who would like to join us in person. And just to start off, happy July. Almost, well, actually, it's pretty much like the end of July. Can you believe? Um, but once again, we're here to show 15 amazing, or actually, we have 16 houses today. 16 incredible, amazing houses by some of Primal's very finest designers. And today we're joined especially by Lulu, who is one of our mods, and she's just amazing, excellent. You might know her as the Queen of Green. And we also have a special guest host today. Her name is Midori, and she's right here. I'm going to point to her. And we just love her. She is a beautiful mama to be, and she is just one of the most incredible, uplifting designers and lovers of housing I've ever met. So it's really just an honor for Midori to be with us today. Any words?
Thank you for having me. This is so exciting. I'm so excited for everyone because I love seeing everyone's work. So it just makes me very emotional. And then being pregnant on top of that, I'm just extra emotional.
And Midori is also just one of the most incredible friends I know. She's just so lovely and sweet, and her houses are always just the kind of designs that a lot of designers aspire to. She's incredible. We love her, and we're so grateful that she's with us.
Aw, I'm so grateful to be here. Stop.
All right, so are we ready to head in?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's see. We're going to go inside.
It's gonna be apartment 4.
Apartment 4. Whoa!
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, so we've got a little bit of an entrance here. Look at that. That's so cute. I love this like separation that you've created here, Eris. Oh, this is so cute.
I love the use of like full thresholds like this. They're so great for these kinds of spaces.
They are. Oh, this is so
Innovation
cute.
department.
Let's see. Excuse me for a moment, guys. I'm just gonna adjust my HUD really quick. There we go.
Oh, look, and the skylight chandelier. It's one of my favorites, and it fits so well with this.
It has one of the better effects that I just really love.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Yeah,
pretty.
it's like such a nice glow. It just feels like such a cozy little place. It's perfect.
This is a very classy apartment. It's got like a touch of like Asian references, but it also feels very modern and cool, I'd say. I love this little reading nook that Eris has created.
I love that it has a layout because I know my first apartment, everything was just like a square.
Ooh, we didn't even look at this back room over here. Oh, this is so
Mine was
cute.
like that too.
We love toilets. We love bathrooms.
I do
Yeah.
not perceive. But it's nicely done for sure. But I don't perceive it because it's a toilet.
I really like this use of the wooden slats to cover this like break here where the partition ends. Like this gives a really nice feel to it. I like that.
Ooh, that's so fun. You can like spy on people while they're bathing.
Well, I mean, I guess today's all connected to the bedroom, so it's not weird.
I acknowledge that. I acknowledge the toilet, okay? I just don't like toilets in my own builds, but I do acknowledge it. Here, I'll even sit on it.
I'll even sit on it, she
I
says.
sat on the throne. Look, someone can peep on me through the slots if they wanted to.
It goes here.
You know, it really do be like that. See, Ellie understands me.
Because we don't have a good-looking toilet.
Yeah, we just need like a really pretty, like,
But the problem is the first toilet we get is an
non-goo-boo
onion
toilet.
toilet.
Yeah, no goo-boo toilet. Please, no goo-boo toilet. Oh, look, it just turned
Whoa.
daylight.
Oh, it's so pretty. The windows. Oh my gosh. And this is like just the right amount of light. I say as someone who regularly puts far too many windows in my houses. Like, this is so nice.
Beautiful.
You could just sit here and eat breakfast and watch the sunrise.
Oh, this is such a lovely spot in the day.
I like these stained glass windows over here too. Like, that's a nice touch with the flowers.
I know, I love it. And I love the accent of teal tying in with the wooden frames of the stained glass windows. Isn't that just lovely?
Oh, the bathroom with the light is really nice too.
Oh, let's go take a look again. Oh, that's beautiful with the full height windows.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
oh gosh,
really pretty.
yeah.
Really pretty. Beautiful. Thank you for inviting us, Eris. This is a lovely space that you've created. It's just a really amazing floor plan, and it just feels so open and cozy because you kept these floor-to-ceiling windows. It's really incredible.
Yeah, this is a beautiful combination of just different items and taking really good advantage of like your placement, especially for the lighting and stuff. It's so nice. It feels so cozy.
Thanks so much for inviting us. Where are we heading to next, ladies?
So next we are going to Lavender Beds. We're to plot 43 for Rena's house. So it's going to be Lavender South Subdivision.
Okay, to LB we go. Oh, I'm not changing worlds. Don't change worlds, guys. Lavender South Subdivision we go. And let's see. Plot 43. Oh, that's kind of far. You know what? I'm already sprinting. Oh, it's actually not that far at all. Okay. The placard says Morada de Flores, owned by Chio Suzuki. And I'm guessing it's going to be a library garden. So let's head inside. Hi, Tuvu! Welcome, welcome. Wow. Ooh. Oh, wow. This is lovely.
Greenery, hell yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty. Where do we even start? So we could start at the entrance. Wow, words. I love this. I love how you've incorporated the natural door, that beautiful wreath, into the build. I think that wreath is just so adorable.
And you made the door look like it's a rational height by hiding part of it. So good.
Honestly, yeah,
that.
that's so true. It looks like a reasonable height because that height is just, that door is just absolutely massive. in game. That is so pretty, and I'm loving just the vinery and the greenery that you've added to the sides. And look, she added in a bed over here at the top as well to kind of truncate the height.
Section and all. Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty. And this little touch here of the little letter on the floor. Isn't that so cute?
This just like speaks to me. I love green. So pretty. Like I love all of the different touches that you've put in and like how you've worked in like all the plants everywhere. It feels so natural and it's just amazing. And I love that little window space up there, like above. So good.
It's so pretty. And then if we go over this way, you have this beautiful little dining area. It's so lovely. She even has the little detail of doing chairs that are dyed different colors. It has such a shabby chic feeling, like a very eclectic and almost vintagey feeling to it. So cute.
I love it. Feels like very cottage core with all these greenery aspects and natural woods. It just speaks to me.
Yeah, that's so right. And then a lovely little fireplace with overgrown details. So pretty. And also little flowers sticking out of the fireplace too.
Okay. I'm a stickler for details. Look at these blinds. So they're different heights. I love that. I love
That's
it feels
so cute.
super realistic.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
amazing.
And also just the bookshelves that are segmented by the partitions. They're so
And the
pretty.
counter. Oh gosh, it's so cool.
Yes, and the counter in the back too. Oh, it's so pretty. And just the little trickles of ivy hanging down, and like Midori mentioned, the blinds make it look so good. And then over here, what do we have? Oh wait, there's a downstairs too? Alright, I'm not ready. Okay, so kitchen. We'll look at the kitchen first. So kitchen, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just this little adorable and cozy cottage kitchen.
I love the way you worked in the natural walls too, because sometimes those are so hard to work with, and like the way you handled this works so well.
I'm
Really
really too fat for this, but that's okay. So pretty. And I love this little ladder here. Have they finally fixed ladders? They have, thank God.
Oh, did they? I haven't tried one in so long.
Look, see? It works.
That's amazing.
Alright, shall we head downstairs? I can't believe there's a downstairs. It felt like the upstairs was so detailed. Oh, it's so cute!
Oh my god.
Wow! Wait a
It's a
minute.
little nook up.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. So you have a little Thaisa chair here, perfect for lounging and reading one of these many books. And then over this way, you have a little study. That's Vane. Hi, Vane! And then if we go up these stairs, just first of all, look at how beautiful this entryway is with the glass
I know.
windows. That is so clever.
I just love this like triangular theme that you've carried through the house.
That is beautiful. If we go up these stairs. Oh, that's so pretty. You get this little private bedroom here. And then if I zoom in. Aww. Nafira's taking a nap here. But we also have a little book on the ground. So I'm guessing that Nafira was reading, and then after reading for a while, they just sort of conked off and threw the book to the side. You know, it do be like that sometimes.
It's relatable. Yes.
Oh, this is just so pretty. I love all these little details.
So pretty. Oh, and that
I like-
beautiful skyscape in the background.
And then they use the log partition to hide the top part, which blends in with everything else.
Yes, look at the log partition. Oh, and look at that stained glass up there.
That's so good.
Wow, wait, that's
Detail.
using the curve of the canopy bed to make a little window there. Isn't that so pretty?
I also love the plant in the paint can. So good.
Yeah. Fullerverse in our chat also made note of that little stained glass window cutout too. So good on you, Fuller. I didn't even see that until I panned up. So cute. Really beautiful, cozy bedroom. And just a gorgeous view from all the way back here too. It's just incredibly it's just an inviting and beautiful space.
Very serene. Yeah.
For sure.
It feels like the kind of house that you'll just continually find more and more things the longer you look at it. And I love homes like that. It's just beautifully done.
Really stunning. Wow. Thanks so much, Brenna. What an incredible space as usual. Oh, we love Brenna Design. She's so talented.
So lovely.
This is Brenna in all her glory. We'll go take one more peek upstairs. Just beautiful. And the lighting is incredible.
Entrance is my favorite.
Thanks so much for inviting us, Brenna. What a beautiful space that you've designed, as usual. Could expect no less from you. So, where shall we head to next?
So next, we're staying on Famfrit and we're going to the Goblet. We're 22, plot 19. This is Egg's house.
Oh, did I just see a house on sale?
No way. What?
Yeah,
Really?
that's rare.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
Hey, if you need a house,
Go get him, Fanfritos. 20, 22, plot 19, Brimming Heart. Anyone in Famfrit, if you're looking for a house, there's one open. Plot 20.
I mean, this time I was the one who
Let's
almost.
see.
it's actually in a
We're
good
at
spot too. It's
19.
right smack
Yeah,
dab
it's
in
right
the
next to the Brimming Heart. That's pretty nice. Here, we can go model it for anyone who is interested. Oh, we've got a few people who want it as well. Guys, if anyone's looking for a house, right here. Oops, that's not
It's
what I meant
right
to
next
do.
to a waterfall.
Right here. Yeah, that's pretty prime real estate, right next to a waterfall. And what a pretty waterfall it is. I wish I could go swimming in it. Alright, and this home belongs to Egg Targaryen. Welcome to my little shop. Feel free to look around.
Oh, I love that they have eggs.
Yeah, the
Right, yeah.
eggs! It's so cute. It's a very fanciful yard. I'm excited to see the insides.
Emmerich?
Amaric? Wow,
Lord
it's really him.
Commander, you're in the present.
You know, that's a pretty
my
good
gosh.
that's a pretty good recreation of him. Normally,
Yeah, actually.
his exact face is not in the game, so this is a pretty good recreation.
Yeah, that's really close.
Yeah. I would say it's like a slightly younger Amaric.
Very nice. Yeah, he does look a little younger. And hair a little... Oh, actually, maybe that is the same hair, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mog Station hair. Alright, let's go inside, guys. Okay, so we've got a little foyer here. Very opulent. Um, very opulent and
I love the
fancy
choice of
already.
music. That's such a big thing. Music is it fits for just coming in.
For anyone visiting in person, you'll be able to experience the music for yourself. But because we're streaming on Twitch, we can't let you hear the music. Sorry.
Just imagine
Yeah, just
immaculate
imagine.
music.
Just imagine. Okay, this display is really cool. It's like very icy. Wow. And the glams are really nice too. That one on the right is really nice, especially. The one on the left is nice too. I just haven't seen the one on the right because I don't
Yeah,
put
I don't
anything
see
but
many
healer.
people. Yeah.
Ah. Very nice. And then over this way, this is the cashier area. Oh, and we've got some more glams over here too.
I love these windows.
Oh,
The
that's so
painter.
cool. So sometimes Nafara, sometimes they do slap you for playing in-game music. The problem is that some tracks are not copyrighted and some are. So if you're just going into a house and you don't know what music's going to be playing, it's better safe than sorry. So we just end up playing some nice non-copyrighted lo-fi music just to be safe.
I'm so
Right.
into these windows with the planters. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so pretty, especially with the rain in the background as well?
Mm-hmm.
Really lovely. And I just love the sense of space and depth that it has too.
Yeah, I did such a fantastic job capturing the depth and like making it feel like it was actually like a space back there that you could like go into if you could get through the window.
So cute.
Oh wow.
Just a small tip for you, Egg. I love the displays, they're beautiful. One trick that you might not know about in order to get them to stay lifted up off the ground is if you place a Riviera wall shelf beneath them, when you're lifting them, that'll keep them planted. And then you can just hide that Riviera wall shelf kind of like just beneath the white surface of the wood of the showcase. But it's just a small little thing. And that's a good tip for anyone who's floating mannequins.
The downstairs is so
They're
pretty.
so pretty though. Downstairs, we'll be there in just a moment. Oh, look at this. And all these glams are so lovely, especially.
That's such a cool way to showcase those paintings. Like, you don't see them super often. And this is like such a cool way to showcase them.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I really love these paintings. I don't see them enough, but they are just so gorgeous. And they are massive, so I think that using the marble arch partitions to kind of segment them off is just a really great idea.
It makes it feel more immaculate and just super fancy.
I love that each one has like its own like colored crystal pool above it too. That's a cute touch.
Napa's wearing a cute outfit. Alright, sorry, let's go downstairs. I think Midori is downstairs, so let's go find her.
Yeah. Like, I
Wow!
love this.
Oh, it's
like,
beautiful!
with the stained glass and the trees, it just looks so good.
Oh, that is beautiful. Wow, I've never seen the stained glass reflect on the trees like this.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Final Fantasy tech, it's advanced.
Wow. I'm just like so entranced by it. It really is so gorgeous, and I definitely recommend visiting in person because what an effect. I didn't even know that that was possible.
I love the effect of like all the flowers too. So you can like run through and all the petals kick up. It's so pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty. This is like the bedroom too. Oh, how pretty. And this bed is surrounded by the planter partitions as well, so you get peaks of greenery, but you also kind of shape them into a semicircular shape to complement the circular shape of the bed. Just brilliant.
Ooh.
And over this way, I can't believe there's more.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
That hallway is amazing.
The windows, I love that.
Oh my god.
Whoops. So pretty.
I love the use of that hanging wall partition above the little hot tub. It's so pretty.
Oh, that is so gorgeous. Wow, look at that. This is really cool too because they're using the shape of the I don't even know how to pronounce it because it's like a double L word and it's like weird, but
I've always called it like Limlian's Embrace or something like that.
Yeah.
see, I don't think anyone knows how to pronounce it, but we'll call it like the Lillian's Embrace.
L's Embrace.
Yeah, the LL's embrace. But normally what I see is people have the water streaming outward facing, but this one is kind of streaming away from you. So it has that feeling of privacy because of the dramatic arch. But it makes sense because we're like working with a hot tub here, so you have like a constant flow of water going through. I love it. I've never seen it turned back like this and kind of created and turned into the shape of like a nook, but it's really pretty.
It blends in with all the marble as well. So it looks really nice.
It's really nice. Ellie's right. We could call it the fish or the mermaid waterfall.
Fishfall.
Yeah, fishball. And then back over here, the moon is just framed perfectly in this marble alcove. And then over here too, just like another beautiful stained glass window. It's just lovely. I love the stained glass windows so much.
It just reflects so well with everything that's just tied in here, especially with the different lighting that they chose. So they have like this blue lighting down here, which matches with it as well.
Yes, and then pops of warm light from the candles in the fireplace. Really beautifully done.
I love this hall too. Like the reflections that the light makes on it is just really cool. It gives a really nice effect.
So pretty. I think what we should do is we should go and look at the upstairs too. Because I think that there was an upper floor. Oh, look, there's a chicken leg or a turkey leg being roasted.
Sometimes Sometimes you get hungry before bed. You gotta have a midnight snack.
I don't blame you. Those Disney turkey legs. I don't know if it's just nostalgia because I haven't had one in a long time, but I do remember that they were good.
I do remember.
Okay, so now we're going to the upper floor. And we're gonna look at... Oh, hello, big study. It's so fancy.
I like the way that it's shaped because they have angles right here in the back. So it feels more, I guess, natural in a sense.
And they've got big book here. Huge book. Big.
It makes the whole room feel bigger too with those angles.
I love that too. I'm just a big fan of angled rooms in general, I think. Really pretty back here. It just feels so fancy. I love it. And then over back here, we've got a flower trellis. And then over here as well. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say I really love the use of the trellises to frame the tower, and it's right underneath a skylight chandelier, so it just adds like layers of effects on this whole pillar. It's so cool.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I'm not sure if this was on purpose, but this feels like the scene in Heaven's Word where you have dinner with the Lord Commander, Sir Emmerich, like almost down to the table in the chair. It sounds like, I see. It makes so much sense. I love it.
That's actually so funny. That's a good reference. It does kind of look like that. It has a bit of the estate feeling. It feels very it feels like a fancy dinner setting.
It really does.
Date with the Lord Commander.
I always dressed up for that. Because I'm a nerd, but same work, so you have to.
Immersion.
I've seen so many people just wearing like their pig suits to death though, so I don't know. What's really right here? I don't know. Oh, this is so beautiful. And this room also has a curved, kind of arched, rounded effect because of the way that all the windows are curved like this. It's really nicely done. And it's just beautiful with the roses climbing up the walls and the marble pillars.
Full-length windows just make it feel even bigger.
I also really love like how they framed the Titania picture. I love finding her in houses in like various places, like just kind of built into the greenery. So this is gorgeous. I love it.
Really beautiful. And just beautiful views all around. This is a perfect place to have a nice dinner with good company.
The fact that it's 3 floors, oh my gosh, they used it so well.
I know, this is such an impressive three-floor build.
Yeah, this is amazing. With 300 slots, like this is such good work and such good slot management, which is annoying. So
yeah, it's so
many congratulations on that.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Egg. What a beautiful home that you've built. And the slot management is just so impressive. Really incredible.
So good.
Alrighty, where are we going to next?
So we actually get to change servers this time. We are going to Hyperion, and we are going to check out Ariel's.
Very nice, very nice. So we're going to Hyperion Mist, I think, right?
Yeah, we're going
Perfect.
to Mist, Ward 23, Plot 6, and it's going to be Mist South Dock.
Alright, don't forget to server change. We're going to Hyperion. more 23 we go. Naf makes a good point in chat. I really hope that they can give us some more slots. Miss South Docks. And we're going to...
Oh wow, I love
6.
these
Oh, it's
trees.
right here. Oops. Oh, wow, look at all these wisteria trees.
It's the best item for its like visual way. I love it so much.
So, oh, is this Ariel's song? Atelier de Aria, owned by Ariel, and then a private guest house inspired by Ishgard with an adventurer's touch. I'm so excited.
I've been super excited for her to
Oh.
finish it, and I may have bullied her slightly to make her sign it up.
I love all the shade and all
It's
how
beautiful.
the light just peeks through. We need more garden slots.
So beautiful. Wow, I love this garden, Ariel. It's so pretty.
I just love how everything is like broken up, and so it uses up all that space so nicely with so few slots.
I think it's just enough wisteria without being too much. I love it. It's so pretty. And you have little compartments for everything too. Oh, so beautiful. And this view is gorgeous as well.
It's always so nice when you're able to like mist houses. Like I always love seeing yards where they're able to keep that like really nice ocean view open in spots. Like I love that.
This is such a beautiful plot.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I thought about moving too large, and I actually was able to get this plot. And I'm like, nope, I'm staying here forever. So
yeah, you should. It's such
so
a pretty
pretty
plot. Also, Ellie, I know I have to check my mailbox. I really want to, but we're not on Lamia. I'm pretty sure. Actually, now that I think about it, I think a friend sent me some money, paying their debt to me. They're repaying their debt. All right, let's go inside, everyone. Oh, gorgeous.
The light.
Oh, so pretty. The stained glass window with the butterfly in front. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And oh, I love seeing all the stained glass reflections on everybody. That is so pretty. We are stained glass people now.
Oh, this little kitchen nook. Oh.
Wow! Ariel, you shouldn't have.
I love it.
Look at this little beautiful kitchen here. Oh, it's so pretty.
I love this paneling too. Like it's so good.
Everywhere I turn, there's just something so nice. Oh my gosh, this fireplace.
Wow, gorgeous. And there's the hostess herself, Ariel. She's looking adorable as usual. Ooh, and a beautiful fireplace too. Just gonna hop onto the sofa, take a seat.
I love seeing the Google lamps used like this too. Like just one piece of it. It fits in so well with like the color scheme of the whole room.
I'm just a big fan of the Google lamps in general because they have such a warm and pretty light. It's not too yellow, but it's like it's more on the reddish tone. But it's so pretty. Rest in peace, Hoshafant. We love you, we miss you.
All day, every day.
Oh my god, I can see that there's some... Wow, there's an overlook over there too. Alright, we're going upstairs.
So, props to you for building over the staircase I absolutely have
Dear
not attempted
God,
that.
she did. She really
Yeah.
did it. Oh my God, she really did it.
And it looks so good.
This is so
God.
clever of you, Ariel, too. Ariel placed actual steps above her loft so that the stair ascent is like very smooth. Because if you just layer the lofts like this, you'll have a kind of unsmooth stepping experience. But if you put the stairs up here, then you'll have a nice smooth experience.
I also love the way that she did the colors, so it looks more like it's like a runner on the stairs too, which is even cooler.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, that looks great. Let's go into this room over here. Oh, wow. Oh my God.
I just love this house. This reminds me of like all things Ariel, and then just Ariel mixed with Ishgard. It's so good. And I love all the little details.
Oh my God, and the study.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is this real?
Overlooking the main,
The balcony. Look, and you can peer across to the other side as well, and you can wave hi to all your cute friends across. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Rashork is on the toilet. Okay.
Oh my God, and this beautiful study as well. It's just perfect.
It just feels so cozy and homey.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And we're gonna cross through to the other side as well. I'm also just gonna take a moment to peer at our dear friends over the side and give Ariel a hug. And we're gonna go into this room. Wow. Oh wow, York's having a good time.
I walked in. It's okay, we're friends.
Sorry, York, no privacy. No privacy for you. Look, he's making a face at me. Oh my God, but look at this beautiful bath. We're just gonna take a sit. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We're gonna do a ground sit. And my head is below the water, but you know what? This is fine. We live for the aesthetics.
Sometimes it be like that.
Oh, and it's so smart. Look at the little stream of water that's coming in through the side.
It's such a perfect fit.
I love these windows because they work no matter what time of day. So you're always going to get some sort of reflection.
Yeah, it's so nice. I love that feature for the stained glass.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I really like the use of the neon lanterns too. Like, you don't see those a huge amount, and this is such a good fit for this feel and this vibe.
Oh, it really is. Wow, Ariel. I'm so impressed. What I really love about this build too is that even though Ariel has created you know, a balcony layout and she's kind of divided the floor into two, it still feels really open and it still feels so expansive. There's not a feeling of like being crushed or stifled or anything. It just feels so open and cozy still. It's such an incredible build, Ariel. I'm just like amazed by it. And just the ingenuity of your layout is something to behold for sure.
This is one of those builds where I feel like you just walk in and it instantly feels like you've walked into someone's house who's lived here a really long time and spent like so much love and care and getting it just perfect.
For sure.
This gives Ishgard feels for sure.
I'm gonna jump off. It's always fun to jump off. Oh, it's just so beautiful.
I also love the use of like the bookshelf, like that new bookshelf for the balcony edge. Like it adds like just an extra flavor to it.
Oh, that's so right. 'Cause you can see the books.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's so incredible. You know, it'd be really fun is if you're standing, if you're standing on that balcony and you just push the books off and make them land onto your friends' heads from below. Oh, it's so pretty. Ariel, thank you so much. You are just impressive as always. And you've just created the most incredible house for us to see. I'm still just so amazed by the balconies and the layout that you've designed. It's great.
I feel like I've seen like so many of Ariel's builds, and this one just feels like a combination of like all the best features that you've put in all of your different builds kind of put together. So I just love seeing it all together. It's so good.
Yeah,
So excited you finally got to do an Ishgard build.
I have to say, I think that this is your best yet, Ariel. Just
Mhm.
the details and the level of intricacy, especially with this layout that you created, my brain just like cannot comprehend it. It is so stunning.
So good.
Thanks for inviting us, Ariel. We're so excited to see what you do next. You always create the most incredible and stunning designs. Where shall we go to next, my loves?
So we're gonna stay here on Hyperion, and we are going to be going to Naughty's build, which is going to be Lavender Beds, Ward 23, Plot 31.
All right, let's go.
That's Lavender South Subdivision.
Oops, we're staying on Hyperion actually. Okay.
Yep, still here on Hyperion.
For anyone new who's joining us, welcome! And if you're not familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, we are playing, as I said, Final Fantasy XIV. And we're touring different houses on the Primal Data server. And right now we're going to Hyperion, Lav Beds, Ward 23, Plot 31, Lavender South Subdivision. I'm saying that partially for anyone who's viewing, but also for myself. Okay, I'm gonna follow Rior. So this is Neri's home. Welcome to my modern cottage escape. I'm excited. First of all, this yard is just beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm loving the different assortment of trees and plants that you've used.
I like when people use these bushes. Not many people use these round bushes, but I love them.
I love the round bushes too. I think they're so cute.
It fits so well here.
And you can just sit on top of them.
Give more bush.
So
Square.
fun.
It gives it like such a refined air. I really like it.
Oh, it's so pretty. Alrighty, let's go inside. Wow. Oh my god, look at this. This is such a cool home. So the entrance. Wow, this is so cool. it has like a very modern vibe to it. Um, just a lot of like geometric shapes, um, and a lot of like color blocking. This is a really cool build. Already I can see. Oh, wow. And I'm loving how the carpets are creating a pathway.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't
Yes.
notice that.
That is so cool. So we've got a beautiful greenery kind of centerpiece over here. Accented with roses. And I also see that they have the summoner bell here as well as the the hairstylist bell. So it's kind of like your one-stop shop. But I love it. It's so nice.
I just need to know how hilarious does Jandeline look showing up out of this background.
I
Because
can
that's
only
one of my
imagine.
that's like one of my favorite parts of housing is strange places that you find Jandeline showing up. This is
Oh my
gorgeous
God.
though.
It's beautiful.
I love the like angled skylights here. So like you don't have the wood from the back half of the skylight. It's just angled into another one. That's such a nice touch.
Oh, that's so nice. Yes. The designer took great care to kind of connect them and to kind of um, meld the edges to soften them a bit. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then over this way, this is so cool. So you have a little area with all the merchants and menders and retainers. And then over this way,
Oh, I love this little pathway.
oh, the angled pathway is really nice. And you have a cozy kitchen here as well.
The lighting is perfect in this area.
And I love the
Mhm, it's so
spotlight above
good.
the cookbook. That's so cute.
I also really like the way that they use the partitions, like they layered them and like changed the colors to make like adding that extra space like an actual like detail and not just like, hey, you need to put a wall here. It looks so nice and so clean.
I'm also really a fan here of this color scheme because you've got the bright, vibrant orange and it's like contrasting with the more muted, dark blue tones. I think it's a really bold and very modern choice. I see a lot of inspiration from modern art. Like I can imagine inspiration from like the geometric shapes in art that you can see very often. But there's a lot of like sharpness and edge to it, and it's just a really interesting study in like how shapes transform a space and how placement can really affect the way things appear as well.
This is brilliant. They worked in the actual natural house wall window into these false thresholds, so it blends in so well. I didn't even notice at first that it was not part of the window. Like that's so smart. Like, you matched up the lines so well. Like that's so good.
Oh, yeah, that's really clever.
It makes it look like it's like a door or something outside. Like that's just genius.
It's really beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of like angularity to this build because there are a lot of sharp corners, there are a lot of straight lines and shapes, but I think that the materials that you use are soft. Like you have the carpet going on, and then you have some rounded edges as well. It's really nice. Oh, and this is really cool as well. You have a beautiful scenery window. Oh my god, and there's an upstairs too.
Oh.
Okay, well, we gotta go check out the upstairs.
I'm such a fan of like the marble partitions here. like sometimes it can be kind of hard to use them for accents and stuff, but I really like how you use them here for tables and stuff. It looks really nice and it fits in.
Wow, this is
Oh,
so
wow.
pretty. Oh, I love this. So again, there's a bit of a minimalist take on decor. You have a very simple futon bed. And you have a lovely window view out here as well. So pretty.
With the tree
So
for
good.
depth.
Yeah, there's a
Mhm.
lot of depth and beauty to it.
I love this.
And Fullerverse in our chat, you were totally right. The designer here is using a lot of partitions in different ways and kind of challenging the expectations of what you would do with normal partitions, I think. And this is really lovely as well. This half wall on the side over here to kind of give some privacy. But it kind of opens up the space with the slat partitions too. Really beautiful. And then over here is like a little waiting room outside the bathroom. And look, you can spy on people who are coming up the stairs as well.
Laura, please. Stop spying on me.
I'm not really spying on people. They're just like coming into my, peripheral
Quote
vision.
unquote.
It's just,
Quote
it just
unquote.
does be
People
like,
watching.
yeah, it just do be like that.
I love that this is where the weapon is displayed too. It's like a cute little sitting room area. I like the
So
feel that
cute.
gives it. I love the blue choice too, like as the accent color. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty. Nav says, Flora rates builds on how well she can stalk people from the shadows. There's no rating. I just appreciate a good little peering spot.
Mm.
It's all about the angles, guys.
This is just so pretty. I love the feel that it gives everything. It's so nice.
I love it too. I love this very open upstairs that the designer created, and then this more geometric and cool modern take that was created downstairs. I just think it's really nice. And going back to this downstairs area, I just love how these partitions are separating the space, but still creating but still making it feel very open as well. I mean, you have this marble partition over here kind of barricading an entrance or creating a very designated entry point, and then you have the marble partitions coming down here to kind of segment the space off a bit more. And yet from up here you can peek through these slats and see all the people working in the kitchen. It's really nicely done.
So pretty.
And with that, we'll head to our next spot. Thank you for inviting us, Nani.
This was gorgeous. So we're going to be staying on Hyperion, and we're going back to Mist, Ward 9, Plot 23 for Kavara's house.
To Mist we go. Mist we go.
Oops, I almost changed servers. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oops, don't do that. Alrighty. Plot 23.
I think the aetheryte for 23 is Miss
Oops.
Southeast.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
it
So go to
is.
Miss Southeast, everyone. Sorry about that.
I love that everyone's using Wisteria.
I know. Wisteria everywhere.
May it take over.
Wisteria takeover. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the hydrangea bushes just dotting the edges of the pools. I'm just gonna hide here. I am now bush.
I do love these hydrangeas. They're so amazing. That Mysterious, like, I think they're some of the best outdoor items we've gotten in a while.
And it's so pretty because it's raining as well. So the rain plus the wisteria plus the hydrangeas. I'm so happy. All right, let's go inside. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Wow.
A varied wood wallpaper, my favorite.
Oh my gosh. So first of all, we got the wood wallpaper, but just look at the detail of all these beautiful flowers here.
All at different heights, and then they lofted those spring meadow partitions in the back to make like a bottom.
They did. But it's not even that they're lofted. You can see that, I think, let's see. Oh, that's so pretty.
It's just amazing. I
Oh
love
my
this.
god, it's beautiful.
Ooh, wait. What a beautiful ceiling.
I know, I was just thinking that. I love this ceiling.
Oh my god, that ceiling is gorgeous. Here, we're gonna enter G-Pose so we can get a better view of it.
It's such a good job framing out the chandelier.
Look at that beautiful ceiling. This is so impressive. You can see the edges of the wall partition here in the black as well, which just add an extra touch. But also just the greenery from the partitions as well. It's incredible.
So pretty.
I love this little station area.
Oh, it's beautiful. The station area is gorgeous. And also just the height of this flower display as well. Of all these displays? Really? It is so beautiful. Oh, and I love this little cutting board too. I love the idea of like having a cutting board where you take a knife and you slice off the edges of flowers or the ends of flowers. It's so cute.
Yeah.
This is just so gorgeous and so well thought out. Like all the little odds and ends. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This seems like the kind of flower shop that I would come to get like flowers to put on my table for dinner, and then I would leave with like half the shop because everything is so pretty.
It's really beautiful. I mean, I think what I love about flower shops is just seeing the displays that they create in the stores. Because I just love like going into a flower shop and seeing what the artist's style is like and how they design. So it's just so nice to see like a representation of that in game. And this is also something that I've seen in flower stores as well, where the artists will have like a table of flowers and they'll elevate different vases on pedestals so that it just feels so grand and impressive. And I really just get a lot of those vibes from this build. It's gorgeous. It's
just such a good usage of all the different plant items that we have. And and like combining them, putting them together. It's just absolutely lovely.
Right. Not to mention just the sheer amount of variety of flowers that you've incorporated into this build. I mean, I think I see practically every color of flower possible in this game. And that in itself is so impressive because there's so many times where I see where I, you know, where I don't get to see like a lot of variety of flowers. But I think that this is like a great build where you can incorporate different elements and different types of flowers and colors too.
Feels so natural.
Oh no, apparently the message book is set to private. That's such a shame. But nevertheless, really beautiful overall. Thank you for inviting us, Kivara. It always fills us with energy when we see like beautiful floral builds and flower shops.
Yeah, this is just exquisite. I love it so much.
So, where shall we head to next?
So next is going to be Sleepy's build, still here on Hyperion. And we're going to go to Shirogane, Ward 5, Plot 54. And it's going to be, should be Northeastern Shirogane Subdivision.
Beautiful. So, to Northeastern Shirogane we go. Yes, we do. We do have a lot of Hyperion builds, and we also have a lot of Ultros builds. 54 is this way, this way. Oh no, did I go the wrong way? Maybe it's this way?
It entered. My friend has this plot. I always get mixed up too and I go the wrong way.
Deceptive. Very, very deceptive.
Sneaky.
So sneaky. It was right in front of there as well. So the owner of this home is Janala Mayoko. Literally my real house in game based on Scandinavian style and visitors welcome. That's exciting. Oh, and this garden is so pretty.
I love the stone path with the gravel.
I'm also such a fan of ginkgo trees in general. In real life, I love ginkgo trees, but the yellow leaves of this ginkgo tree that are just falling are so beautiful. Alrighty, how about we go inside? Ooh. Oh, I'm a little bit stuck, but that's okay. This entrance is so pretty.
Oh, wait! Ugh.
Hello! Wow. Oh, isn't this just beautiful?
Wow.
Wow! Oh, it's so pretty.
This little table.
Oh! Wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, look at this china cabinet. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. Beautifully done.
This is just so pretty.
Oh, and I love the light wood kitchen here as well. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna do a quick G-pose just to clear up. Oh, isn't that just so lovely?
I love this small trim right here.
Yeah.
Where are you looking at? Let's take a look.
Oh, and basically
Oh,
in the living, they're just like
yeah.
this small trim that
Oh,
just looks so nice.
it's like a really, wow, that's a really tall base molding. It's gorgeous though.
I like that they made like a pillow and blankets on the couch. I love that they use this, like the
That's so
towels and the
cute.
futon. Like it's such a smart idea.
It is. You know, what's really impressive about this base molding, it's not just a one layer rectangular partition, it's multiple layers. Because if you look at actual base molding in real life, it's not just, you know, there are some styles where it's just like a shaker style base molding, but this is like a very like more carved style of base molding, which is really pretty. Wow, it's so pretty. Just a simple detail, but it's gorgeous. And it's also replicated on this side as well. So impressive. Really beautiful. And this home is just all about the details. It's a lot of fine details that are hard to pick up on just a first glance, but it's just a lot of small things like all the detail of this door, all the fine trimmings, and all the fine like millwork that you don't really notice, but they all help to contribute to creating a luxurious and kind of elevated space.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty. Oh, did you see this letter peeking out of the front door mail slot as well? That is so
Oh my
cute.
god! That's amazing!
It's such a
I
cute
love it!
touch.
I also love this combo of items to make the little hat rack. So cute.
It's so cute. And then if we go this way. Ah, wow, it's so pretty, this kitchen. So pretty.
I just love, there's so many amazing details in here.
So, a question we've got. The glass of the window is made out of, I believe it's using just a rectangular partition, probably, or a stage panel, just colored in gray. And then we've got a stage lamp here.
I think those might actually be white screens because these are windows behind them, I think.
Oh, actually, yes, you're probably right. They are very smooth looking. They're very
Those
pretty
are the
though.
only ones that don't snap, yeah. Oh, this is so good.
I just
Just
love like
lovely.
all the little details. It's so cool. Like this door is fabulous.
It really is. It's such a really lovely door. And I'm also a really big fan of this pop of blue. I just think it's such a cute choice to add because you have such a neutral color scheme overall.
Tiffany blue.
But that blue is just a nice and dramatic pop. The color of the walls is also really interesting too. I don't really see this color used very often at all, but this is like a very olivey tone of green. But it's just really neutral and pretty, and I think it goes really well with this space.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I love seeing builds that use like colors that we don't see very often and just make them look so amazing. And this is a good example of that.
For sure. I hardly ever see this color used, but what a gorgeous color it is. And I think that when it's used effectively, it just really elevates and brings out the space so much.
Also, I love this Moogle in the laundry basket. It's so cute.
Oh, he's just chilling. He's just having a good time there.
He's like, I'm taking a nap. It's fine. It's so pretty, though. So many amazing details.
Look at Reork over here, acting all cool, leaning against the wall. We see you.
Head almost hitting the painting.
Yeah, we see you. Alrighty, where shall we head to next?
So funny. Okay, so next we're going to be transferring to Exodus, and we're going to go to Mist, Ward 13, Plot 25. And this is Russian's house that I worked on recently. And
Okay.
Mist Southeast is going to be the... He's right.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Sleepy. You've created an incredible home. And it is so gorgeous. I think you really nailed the Scandinavian style perfectly. And we're so excited to see what you do next time.
My homelands.
Let's see, we're going to Exodus.
Yeah.
Hey Raps, how are you? Welcome, welcome. And let's see. To Mist we go. Oh, we're going to Lulu's house.
Yeah, so I recently worked on this for one of my friends. It's one of her FC houses.
Hype?
And fun fact, this was actually this house was the very first house I did as a commission when I started like ages ago. So she just recently had me redo it.
Hype. It's this house? Oh, no, it's not. I'm just following you. This is your house.
You're just gonna follow me. That's not safe. I think I went to the wrong spot.
Oh no. Okay. Miss Southeast? Ward 20, plot 25. So we're going up here. It's this one.
Oh yeah. See, you shouldn't follow me.
My goodness.
The house down there had a similar
Okay.
like,
Okay.
one of the things was red, and I was like, oh yeah, it's down here.
So,
Shouldn't
welcome
trust me.
to Outlet Sound headquarters. Make yourself at home. Maybe sign the guest book. You heard the man.
So Darshan did the yard. I just did inside, but I really like all the colors that she used for those.
Oh, and the yard's cute. Look at Kisa with the cute little umbrella. So good. I do love the polka dot umbrella. Really cute yard, Darshan. I love seeing this little stump. I think it's so cute. You can fit 2 Lalas on there.
That's adorable.
Okay, shall we head inside? Oh, Reork's having a fit over there. You know what? We'll pretend we don't see that.
Oh, safety warning. This is a Lala-sized house, so watch out for your ears.
Okay.
Your...
Oh, it's so cute. See,
So
Reork
this
is
is like
okay. He's doing all right.
Yeah, you should be fine until you get upstairs.
Wear a hat.
Oh, it's
Just hide
so
your ears under there.
cute. Oh, I love this door with the jellyfish window you've created. That is just adorable.
Yeah, I really like how it came out. She really loves the jellyfish lamps, so we have jellyfish all over the place.
I'm a big fan too, but I think that they're kind of hard to incorporate, but I think that with the showcases, it looks like they're suspended in water, which is just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love the ocean.
Oh, it's so cute. And this little Namazu pond over here is cute as well, with the slats covering the entry.
Yeah, this was fun. This is like a really different style than I normally do, so it was a really fun challenge to try and make like a beach Lala house.
It's so cute. I love how you sectioned off the different areas as well. And I love this little corner nook with the windows and the light peeking through. It's so cute. Ooh, and then over this way is a little reading nook as well.
Reorg, your ears have vanished.
Yeah, Bjork got his ears sliced off. But it's okay, we still love him.
But yeah, I just wanted to like kind of make like kind of a cozy space for people to just be able to relax and hang out.
Oh, it's so pretty, this upstairs as well. Oh, wow. I love this. I love this very open concept upstairs you created too. Oh, and all the low table heights too. Really cute.
Yeah, I had to make her bring her Lalafell over all the time because I decorated this on a bunny. I wouldn't recommend that. Don't decorate a Lalafell house on a bunny. But I was just like, come over here and stand still. I need to measure a thing.
The trim for the upstairs and downstairs. Consistency. I love it.
She really wanted to have like the ripple effect on all the walls, so I just like ended up putting in a bajillion of the aqueducts, and they actually
It works
really
out,
well.
yeah.
It's cute. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very subtle, but you can see like the ripples on the walls.
Yeah, I was super happy with how it came out.
Oh, and I love this little view that you get by the bed. Really pretty.
Yeah, there were a couple features she'd seen in different houses that she really liked, so I made like kind of a an adjustment on them to make it fit her space, and that window is one of them. I've seen some really cool versions of that window, so it was really fun to try and make like a bigger, like wide version of it.
I really like how bright it is in here. Especially, I think you get very dramatic shadowy effects too. Like you can see my silhouette casting on
So
here.
it was a semi-hilarious accident. When I put the ceiling up, like I was going for a really low ceiling because it's a Lalafell house, right? And I put the stages up, and I put the Crystarium chandelier, which always works for me, but did not this time.
Oh no.
And she loved it, so we left it. So the light is actually just like the bottom of the Crystarium chandelier sticking through the ceiling. But yeah, it does like leave some really dramatic shadows.
Oh, and Ryuk's getting his head chopped off over here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just checking on all of my infrastructure to make sure it's up to code.
We love you, Ryuk, even if you have no head. Maybe it's better that way.
But yeah, this
Alrighty.
is a fun challenge.
Thanks for inviting us, Lulu. I love seeing what you do with the space. It's so fun. And where to next?
So next, we're going to stay on Exodus, and we're going to go to Goblet, Word 5, Plot 36, and it's Goblet North Subdivision, and it's Ephesia's built, I believe. I'm sure I butchered your name. I'm sorry.
Goblet North Subdivision. And we're going to plot 36, which is all the way over here. Oh, did I go the wrong way? No, I think we'll make it, right?
If you just hop off the side.
Aye. Alright, I'm going the sketchy way.
Detour?
Oh my gosh, you know what? We made it. We won't talk about how we made it, but we made it. I totally went the sketchy way.
That's like all my excursions in Goblet. I always get lost because it's so multi-level, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna jump off everything. It's probably safer this way.
Oh, but another pretty yard. And again, just love the wisteria. Easy clap is right. Beautiful. The little pizza barbecue area is really cute too. This would be so nice in real life. Just like a little barbecue grill over here and then a pizza stone over here.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Food
that.
is life.
Just all in one space.
All right, shall we go inside? So this build is by FFXIV. Thank you for inviting us. Wow, really luxurious right off the get-go.
This entrance, I love this.
I love the roses everywhere. So pretty. And then over this way, that entryway with the elephant. I'm really liking the way the elephant is casting light and shadows across these log partitions.
Mm-hmm.
I think it plays really well with the dome and dogwoods as well. And I'm also really liking the sakura trees over here in the shade of blue because I think it matches nicely with the blue accents of the elephant as well. It's really dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Such a good combo.
Alright, so first we'll step to the left room. Oh, and this is pretty. This is like a library study. And Ariel's cracking open her book and reading out a verse to us. And then...
Look how
Oh, go ahead.
Look how cute this showcase is. I love all the little things they have in here. It's adorable.
So cute. And then we can step over this way and we'll head into this room on the right. Oh, and this is really cute as well. This is just like a cozy lounge area with a fireplace.
The lighting hits it so nicely.
Yeah, the placement of the window is perfect here.
This is just fabulous. I also love how many bookshelves are in here. Like, I'm a huge book fan, so this is just such a nice touch.
Really beautiful. I love the way the room is shaped as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels very cozy and there's not too much space. I think like creating a room shaped like this is perfect for making it feel cozy and very thoughtful too.
I also love that you have a miniature Ilo. I always try to add those in a lot of my builds. They're so cool.
Let's go upstairs. Oh, and this is lovely too. This is like a very cool toned upstairs. With a lot of blue tones. Oh, and this new item. It looks so nice. Little freestanding closet. I think that 3-floor builds can be a little daunting because it's hard to squeeze in so much detail in a small amount of space, but I think that when they're done, they come out incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see a lot of different details and you can see where the designer prioritizes certain details, so I think it's always interesting to see how designers take on 3-floor builds for sure. This is like a little music and artsy corner. And I love seeing the guitar on the wall. I think it's so fun.
Yes. I love this hall over here.
Oh, let's take a look. Oh, fancy.
I saw
Fancy,
nothing,
fancy.
Ariel. Sorry. Forgive me.
Is Ariel taking a shower? Oh my god. Oh no! I'm not looking. See, you can't see anything on the stream. I'm not looking. But I am looking at this beautiful bath vanity here. It's really gorgeous, and the warm lighting just really helps to accent it.
Don't eat in the bathroom.
Reorg, you're supposed to turn around. Ariel's taking a bath.
It's because everyone walked in on him, so he's just like, yeah.
It just feels so warm
Beautiful.
and cozy in here.
I love it. It's beautiful. I just really love how you created like a very set color scheme for the upstairs too. I think that the blue tones just make the upstairs feel very serene and very elegant.
I agree.
And let's also go downstairs. Ooh, wow. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, the layers.
Wow.
The
Oh
level.
my gosh. This immediately just stands out to me. All these partitions, the slats, as well as this water walkway you've got going on here. Oh, I think that's such a fun idea, because you can just sit here and you can just dip your feet in the water. If you're not short like me.
Yes, this is a beautiful feature. I love it.
Oh, it's so cool. I've never seen this before, but it's so creative.
It's just such a good use of the wooden slats.
And I love how,
it's like a texture.
yeah, and I love how this floor as well. It's a lot of warm wood tones. It's a lot of warm light. So it serves in great contrast to that upstairs we just saw with all the cool tones. So while the upstairs felt very elegant and refined, this downstairs area feels very cozy and welcoming. And you did a really great job as well, just playing with different elements of depth. I mean, you have these areas that are sunken in down here, like this water wood bridge. Reorg just died. And then also this little alcove area with seating and entertainment area as well. It's really pretty.
I love that the Paisa chairs have Paisa rugs under them. That's a really cute touch. That made me laugh.
Thematic.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so fun. You just have a bunch of different stations everywhere too.
It feels like a great place to just have a lot of people congregate and hang out and just spend time together. I love it.
You know how it goes. Reorg just does his thing and we just point it out for laughs and giggles. But, you know, that's just part of the repertoire. Reorg just, you know, sometimes dying or losing his head or something. It really do be like that. Here, I'll give him a hug.
We're all boob height to him, so
This is a really great way to have worked in that pond. Like, this was a really good choice to make it a centerpiece. I really like it. Like,
I know, this is just brilliant.
Paid off.
This is brilliant. I've never seen like a pond like this with the koi pond. And this water bridge with seats is just so cute. You can just sit with your friends. Whoops, I messed it up. But you can just sit with your friends here. And if you're tall enough, you can dip your feet in. Or you can use it as like a little diving board and just pop yourself in there and get your feet wet. Thanks so much for inviting us, Effie. I hope we're pronouncing your name right. We're really sorry if we're not. It's always so incredible to see what people are able to come up with 3 floors. It's really daunting, but I think it always pays off because you see a lot of detail and love come in because it's seriously so hard to make use of all 3 spaces.
Mm-hmm. It's so true. That's one of the most difficult things to do.
So where are we going to next, Lulu?
All right, so next we're going to Leodane's build, and still here on Exodus. We're going to go to Mist 4th floor, plot 41 at CA's Market Subdivision.
Oops, we're going to Mist, right? Okay, I'm already here. Okay, 41. Where is 41?
It should be right down here. I think it's one of the beach houses.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna follow Ariel.
Yeah, follow Ariel. Don't follow me. I don't know, because it's not one of the beach houses. It's up the hill. See, this is why you don't follow me anywhere. I can't be trusted.
I trust Ariel. I don't know if I trust you on addresses.
That's probably a good call.
Yay, we made it! Alright, so the house is owned by Tavori Vondrix. It's an FC build. Void Wolf's Den. Welcome to my humble home among the stars. Lovingly designed by Leodane Gray. I'm excited! And a beautiful yard we've got here as usual. I'm seeing so many pretty yards today. I'm happy.
Yeah. It's always fun seeing yards. It's always interesting to see what people do with them with so little, like, room.
So many pretty yards. I'm such a fan of the wishing well, too. Alright, inside we go. Wow! Oh, wow!
This window!
Oh! Yes! It's Leah! Yes! Where do we even start? So, the entry? My lord, it's beautiful. Oh my god, it's so amazing! We are here, Space Bunker. Ariel's taking a shower with all her clothes on. Oh, it's so pretty.
Love this door.
Public bathroom? Ariel says, you were in the pond, Riork. You're nasty now. I feel like he always kind of is, though, so...
Look
Okay.
at
The shower is just so genius. I love this.
Isn't that so
Like the little
brilliant?
shampoo bottles.
Look, you have the
Oh my gosh.
shampoo niche.
Mm-hmm. That's so good.
And then the slats. I love that. You know, I'm imagining that the slats can be opened and closed if you pull on them, so maybe you can make it a non-public shower too.
Oh yeah, that would look really cool. It definitely gives that feel.
This is Final Fantasy after all. Imagine it.
Oh, and this little bed nook as well is so nice.
I like how you hid the summoning bell here. Like it looks like it's just like something hanging on the wall.
Oh,
So
that's so
cool.
clever. Oh, it's so clever. And the little TV over here, the little TV is actually framed really nicely by these little planter partition here.
And I appreciate all the books because that's totally how it is in my house. Books everywhere.
I
So
think
good.
the big showstopper of this build has got to be this greenery portal we've got going on here. That is just so stunning.
Like you have to like look at it just to take in like everything that's going on there. There's so many things. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
I mean, those mushrooms are really, really cute, I have to say. And you have the little staggering of the rose details, and it's just incredible. I think something about it just looks very imposing. But it feels so futuristic at that. And the lighting is also just something also incredible to note, because you've got like a really interesting and unique kind of gradient effect because of the light going on.
I also really like that you kind of have a gradient in like the plants that you included as well. Like the right side doesn't really have many flowers, and then the left side has so many. I love that it just kind of builds up as you go across.
Oh, that's such a cool observation, actually. Lulu's right. It just feels like it's very sparse on flowers on this side, and then gradually as you go to the left, it just becomes very lush and vibrant with flowers. And even this like gray cluster over, even this green cluster over here kind of supports that.
It reminds me of those really cool flower walls you see sometimes where people have like the flowers like kind of going down the side of the wall in like an arc. It reminds me of like a three-dimensional, like full-on
It's so
plant version
cool.
of that. It's really awesome.
Hi Barry, hi Stinky, welcome. Oh, and this is really awesome as well. This is so cool. This is like a little stationary area.
It's so great.
And something up there, you've got a little bit of mist coming up from the front. I wonder what that might be. How mysterious. And this over here as well, a lot of different books. So this is basically like a stationer stall. And I imagine that this is a place where you can take a moment to write a letter and send it to all your compatriots living in the past.
Exactly. I love that this area also feels like very multi-purpose. Like, since it's like such a small space, it's like a space build, you know, your space is really restricted. And I love that it feels like, you know, like Flora said, this is a great little study area to write, but also you feel like maybe you could just like pull out one of these drawers and it has like a cutting board and this just turns into your kitchen. Like, I kind of love that feel that it has.
Beautifully done. Thank you so much for inviting us, Leah. We were just in awe last time at your incredible space bunker, and this one also is just breathtaking.
So beautiful.
Really gorgeous. Thank you so much for inviting us, and we're excited to see what you do next time as well. Always just a surprise and a sight to behold, no matter what theme you pull. Where's our next spot?
All right, so our next spot is going to be on Lamia, and we're going to the Goblet, Ward 13, Plot 55, Goblet South Subdivision. This is Kosari's build.
Lamia Rise Up. Also, yes, Stinky, you can see people taking a shower at your leisure if you were to go to that build. Oops, let's change worlds. To Lamia we go. Okay, so we're going to a build by Kilsari. Very excited. Goblet South Subdivision. And, ooh, right here. The Fireheart Manor, newly purchased and decorated. Please come and enjoy our efforts. I'm so
I love this
excited!
fence.
Oh! Really beautiful yard. I'm such a fan of weeping willows. And this is just beautiful.
It's just such a lovely combination.
I love it.
Yeah, and I love how you use like the lighter colors to kind of just build straight into the goblet theme. It looks so nice. Like it just looks like it's an extension, or too difficult, of the area around you. I really like it.
Just taking in the beautiful scenery.
Oh wait. Oh, these use.
Oh, and the hydrangeas are floated in a little bit. That looks really cool. Shall we head inside?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Well,
It's Copeland!
well, what an impression. I love that.
Hi Copeland, we missed you. Oh, this is so fun. You can just climb this and become the centerpiece. That's so fun.
Cute.
Alright, first area we can look at is this.
Oh, I love
Wow.
this.
This is so pretty. Oh, it's so
Oh.
lovely.
We love Oasis themes.
We do. I'm loving the shade of the curtains too. I feel like it adds such a rich and regal impression.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so pretty. I see a lot of reorg inspiration.
I really like the way the royal partitions are placed, and like being against the wall. It gives like a really nice depth, like, especially out here in the entrance with the lighting.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So good.
And the lion display is really lovely too with the koi pond. Koi pond is a great item, by the way.
It's so good.
I
It's
didn't
really
realize it was
beautiful.
that big.
Oh,
It's
it's a
like
chunky boy. It is a
It's
chunky
perfect.
boy.
It's the perfect fit for like inside of a medium staircase. It's so nice,
Right.
actually.
And instead of bed meta now, we have koi pond meta because those big boys can be lifted to prevent collision.
Mm-hmm.
Or to give
Base
collision, rather.
Plus.
It's so good.
I
Oh,
lo-
and how pretty is this?
I just love the lighting everywhere you go, everywhere you turn. It's just so beautifully placed.
Oh, Ariel's on her little rotation over there. Oh, over here the lighting is especially lovely because you have these lamps kind of projecting light and creating gradient over here. It's so pretty.
Imitates like a sunset too, which matches with all the other windows that they have.
For sure.
I really love seeing those lamps get used because they're so like they're very niche. Like I love them so much, but they're so hard to like fit into certain things, and this is such a cool usage of them.
All right, so shall we go up?
Oh,
Oh, what a cool... Oh, it's such a cool staircase too.
oh my gosh.
Yes, I love this.
I love this.
Oh, this is
it's
so pretty.
Even if you like
Oh.
lay here, there's still windows on every. My immersion!
That is gorgeous.
That's so pretty.
I'm really loving just, if you do a 360, you'll see such a variety of jewel tones. It's really gorgeous. Like you have the rich plum color here, and then you have a gorgeous teal shade over here. Emerald on the floors. It lends to such a feeling of regality and opulence, Oasis style. This upper area is just my favorite. Oh, the ponds! Oh, that's so cool.
I like how they incorporated the elephant again in the corner for that lighting and shadow.
Yeah, it's so great. And also over here, just the area surrounding the pond, it's like a sandstone texture. It's such a great touch. And it's like the perfect choice of material for this build, I think. And then here as well, just the beautiful koi pond at work. Beautifully done. Not to mention all the greenery.
It's so pretty. I love seeing like real partitions used like this too. Like I love them as an item, so I just always really enjoy seeing them in different builds. They can be so versatile, and this is such a great usage of them.
Absolutely. Oh, and over here, I'm loving this folded partition in front of here. Not to mention the royal partitions in the back.
So good.
It's so lovely. And then over in the back here, this is the little bed nook. And this is beautiful as well.
That part
It's
is probably my
really
favorite.
gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. It just feels like very luxurious.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It feels like you have like your bed station in like a little like jetty window or something, so you can see everything outside. It's so pretty.
Wrong color, we don't even notice. Hi, Sithy, and very nice job, Stinky. It's just beautiful.
I also really like that this couch is not straight. Like it's just such a little touch, but it's so nice. Like it makes it feel so much realer. I love it.
It's very cute. It's like off-center.
It's like a really cool use of asymmetry.
And the beautiful little star-shaped table over here, that's definitely a nod to rework. His brilliant mind.
It's just so,
So
pretty.
beautiful.
There's so many details.
Thank you for inviting us, Kilsari. You've created such a beautiful, very fantastical kind of home for us to look at.
You need more Oasis builds.
We do need more
Beautiful.
Oasis builds. I'm happy that Reork was able to join us because he's like the father of all Oasis builds. He's like the father of Oasis builds and designs. And he gives his stamp of approval for sure.
Never too many.
We definitely need more Oasis builds. Gorgeous. So, where to next?
All right, so next up we're going to Excalibur, to Shirogane, Ward 12, Plot 8, and Southeastern Shirogane, and this is Rem's build.
Oh, so last month, Rem designed this most beautiful home in, I think it was a size medium house, and I was just absolutely floored by the floor plan that they created. So I'm really excited to see this one.
I'm biased, but I love this build.
Oh, have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's a good one.
Oops, you know what? I have to go to Shirogane. One day we will be able to world transfer through Shiro. Maybe
That's what
someday.
I'm saying!
Maybe,
That would be
maybe
really
someday.
nice.
That'd be so nice.
We have world travel before Shirogane.
Yeah, before Shirogane travel. Okay, so Ward 12 we're going?
Yeah, plot 8.
Yes. And we're going to southeastern Shiro. I hope I clicked on the right thing just now. I don't think I did, so don't follow me, everyone. Southeastern. And toward 12 we go. So down here. Oops, and I think I went the non-conventional way again, but it do be like that. But what a pretty yard we've landed at.
Are you at plot 8?
Am I? Oh, turns out I'm in the wrong ward, or I'm at the wrong house completely anyway. Whoops. I'm just gonna run there because I'm already there anyway, almost. Whoops. Sorry guys, wrong house. Now I'm at the right house. I was wondering, why am I the first one here? I'm never the first one here. Okay, so, the estate is called Pastel Goth. Message book is in the bookshelf in the lounge area. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so fun to see this. I've seen pictures, so I'm really excited to see the house in person.
Oh. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I know what house we're at, and it is a great house. I am very excited. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm very excited. Alright, let's go inside.
Too.
Ariel's right on the money. Never follow me to a plot.
It's rule 2 should be don't follow me either.
Yeah, and definitely don't follow Ariel. But wow.
I love this entrance so
Definitely
much.
this house you must visit. This is so gorgeous. Wow. Beautiful.
This is just so pretty.
Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, normally I wish for the cracks to not be in this window, but I think that the cracks actually work really nicely in this build specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels
It
so
adds
right.
that aged look, yeah.
It just feels so right. Wow, this is stunning. It just
love
feels
these.
like an antique home.
I love these side tables. I got such a good use of the flower stands and the roses in them. So good.
Oh, that's beautiful. The little black roses here.
Mm-hmm.
I love the black roses. I think they don't get enough exposure, but I think they're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and this living room is just stunning to boot. You have the beautiful grandfather clock in the corner. And the ceiling as well. Look at the ceiling.
Perfection, honestly.
Something that I really like about this ceiling is that it looks like laces. Like it looks like the lace up to a corset, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
Oh, and here's your fireplace. Oh my god, this is so cool. It's even cooler in person.
Oh, the candle fireplace. I love that.
We don't get many gothic builds, so it's really nice just to see one. It's so refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really rare to see gothic builds for sure. But Rem has just created like gothic but feminine and girly and sweet all in one. And I think that by using this, like, the accents of purple and white, it creates a lot of nice contrast in the build. And then if we go this way upstairs, oh, we get a lovely bedroom. And it's just gorgeous. Oh, I love that so much.
I love the little accents of the flowers underneath the end tables again here.
Isn't that great? Something that's really cool is that middle candle. The way that it's shaped, it almost looks like a cross-shaped candle holder. I think it's just really cool. It lends to like a very gothic church style kind of candle holder and shape.
Yes. I love this wardrobe too. It's so pretty.
Absolutely. And then on the other side, the opposite way. Oh, this is really cool. So this is like, this I imagine is like a sliding door for the bookshelf here. So if you were to slide it all the way to the right, you can open up the bookshelf fully and have your pick of books. But if you were to close it all the way, it would just appear like the natural wall. I think that's really cute and clever.
Middle island with a sink.
Oh, that's lovely. And this floating shelf that's attached to the ceiling. And the kitchen is beautiful as well. And then all throughout, just this beautiful wall paneling. Oh, really nice job.
It's just so lovely. Even if I'm biased because I love purple, but this is just gorgeous.
I love purple too, and I love like purple and black. I think it's so hard to work with a color combination like this. But Rem just pulled it off flawlessly. It really is just so stunning. Oh, really nice job, Rem. I'm so happy that you created another beautiful build for us to admire and fawn over, because this is really just above and beyond gorgeous.
There's just so many fabulous tiny details that just make the build. Like these flowers above the piano, like the ones on the piano, but also in the wall above the piano. Like that's so pretty.
It really is. Oh, I'm such a fan. I think those are the black orchids and they're so pretty. They almost look bluish, but it's so pretty.
You hardly see those used a lot, so.
I'm seeing a lot of black flowers today. I'm really into it.
New meta.
Right? It's so cool.
Thank you for inviting us, Rem. You created just the beautiful pastel goth immersive space. It's really pretty. And
It's
pastel
so
goth
good.
is right. Guest book. I'm sure there is a guest book somewhere. It appears that people are having trouble finding it. Here, I'll do a quick look around and we'll try to find the guest book. I have the arrows turned on. Precisely for reasons like this.
I also really like your painting choice here too. Like the paintings are all like such a good fit with the rest of the house.
Aw, maybe no guest book. That's so sad.
Oh, right here, I think.
Oh, it's right here. Here we are. There you are.
Just hiding in this corner next to Ariel.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Rem.
Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. Just amazing work.
Beautiful house, just so fitting of its name. Oh, and it looks like our dear friend Samia had an interview with Rem that you guys can check out as well. Definitely check that out. Samia is also an incredible designer. She's over in Aether, but she's just the sweetest girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be awesome to... I'm definitely going to check that out later. That's awesome. All right, where are we heading to next?
So up next, we're actually going to Ultros. We're going to go to Goblet, Board 11, Plot 3. And this is Andreas's build.
Okay, and while we're going, I'm going to look for Samia's interview. And I'm going to post it in our chat. Samia is incredible. I wish she were on Primal.
We love her.
We do definitely love her. She's great. Goblet. Ultros. There we are. Hi, Andre. Take your time. So to Ultros we go. Goblet, Ward 11. You know, sometimes I have to say it out loud so that I can try not to mess up. It really do be like that.
I do that sometimes, but then I still get it wrong.
Okay, we'll call you Andy. Goblet West. Aye.
Oops, I accidentally walked on your gazebo. Oh my god, the name of your house is so cute.
Oh, it's so cute. The gazebo. Always a fan of the gazebo. And let's read the placard. So, by Andy, named Carbuncle and the Frog, come for the jazz, stay for the stories. That's exciting. I love a good jazzy build.
I also love that you use this fence. You don't see this very often.
That's so true. I never see this fence, but I think it's really pretty. Oops. I was trying to climb on it and I totally failed.
I like
Okay.
the gazebo being the entrance. That's cool.
Shall we go inside? Oh, wow. This is cool. So we can take a look into this room first. What's behind this curtain? Oh, this is the bath area.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like my favorite part about being an Omnicrafter is you can make anything you need.
Oh, that's incredible. So Andy crafted everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this
That's
is so
pretty
cool. So you can go up some stairs here. Wow. Oh, that is so clever. So this area is specifically sectioned off. And there's an upper level going here as well. That is so great.
I love it. It feels like you can go like just discover something new every corner you go around. That's really cool. I love that feeling in houses.
Oh, and I'm such a fan of like the teal color as well. I think it's just so fun and so uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really cute bedroom with all the pillows and plushies everywhere. And the little decor and the figures for display as well.
Yeah, I really like the display composition too. Like it's really cute.
And this is just only a part of the build, so there's more. So I think if we go back out through the front, there's another little red carpet area for us to look at. Oh, and that actually leads us to downstairs. So let's take a look at the downstairs. We've got a fancy red carpet here. And
like the
then
carbuncle clock.
the carbuncle clock is very cute for sure. And then if we go down here,
I love it.
oh, this is so fun. Oh, this is so cute. So there definitely is a bit of a carbuncle theme. We've got the carbuncle chairs, which I think are really cute. I personally love carbuncles a lot.
These lamps you made, I really like these.
The lamps.
Oh my gosh, that's such a genius combination of things to make these lamps. Like, that's so good.
Oh, that's so clever. Oh, I love that. What are these? So it's one of the vases, and then...
It's a Marimo lamp and one of the iron frog movers.
Oh, that's so smart. I love that. I think it adds such a cool shape.
Mm-hmm.
And the Marimo lamp goes really nicely as well because it gives off such a blue, it just gives off such like a blue tone to it.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
And the stage is just perfect for having a good time, for sure. And then there's also an upper level, so we'll go up here. And this is like the private area, so you've got your little musicians covered here. And then up here is like a little VIP section where you can peek down on people.
It's a little something for everyone, huh?
Yeah, you can have a little like peep show up here where you peep down on people. That's what peep shows are, right?
We'll
Yes.
go with that. Oh, I love this though. Like, this is such a great feel down here. I love all the blues that go through the whole house.
I'm really liking that too. And over down here, you can see like the shadows of the lamp casting on the wall. I think that adds for a really cool like effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Reork is stripping
Put your
down.
clothes back on.
Put your clothes back on, mister. I think he took the peep show joke a little too seriously.
I also really like that you have alternating colors for your walls. Like, you went between like the teal and the white. Like, it gives it a really nice feel of having that like alternate striping.
Yeah, it really does. It's like a color block kind of layout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
that's the right.
I think that it adds a lot of like nice accent to particular areas for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't notice this. The carbuncle lamps in the couches. That's so cute.
Oh, that is
Adds
so cute.
Sparkle.
Yeah,
So
it adds a
good.
little sparkle and flare. And yes, this is indeed the basement. And
So
it's such
cool.
a fun basement.
Everyone just utilizes space so differently. I love it. And how they interpret like their builds.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's always just incredible to see like what people do with the space, whether they make it compact and very detail filled or if they make it feel grand and large and kind of club-like like this. Like, I think that the basement of a small house is really like an excellent place to create club and RPG kind of stages like this. I think it's really hard to get that in other... I think it's really hard to get that sometimes in other builds. But using the space like this is perfect for these kinds of venues.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Thank you for inviting us, Andy.
This is fabulous. Thanks, Andy.
You created a fabulous club area, fabulous jazz club, and we're so excited if you make anything else. So, Lulu, where are we going?
So next up, we are staying on Ultros, and we're going to go to Lavender Beds, Ward 15, Plot 27, and it's Lavender Northwest, and this is QK's build.
Oh, a QK build. That's exciting. Also, Naf, that's so true. I only wish that they could give us I only wish that they could give us an upstairs as big as the downstairs. That'd be a very nice quality of life change.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, Ellie certainly has a point. There are some doors that are just impossible to make without that bigger downstairs basement. Plot 27, Lavender Northwest.
This works better if I don't go to the subdivision.
Okay, Sega Dream Castle. That's fun. The Sega headquarters had a major upgrade thanks to the time and creativity designed by Dr. Milk Magnesia, which is QK.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
exciting. I'm hyped. Just the description alone is really exciting. You got a little dino fire pit. Poor dino. But what a pretty yard this is already.
I like that you're growing little minions here. They always look so hilarious in the gardens. This is such a cute yard.
Okay, let's go in. What shall await us? Wow!
It is so pretty.
Wow! So fancy!
Pictures definitely did not do this
Oh,
justice.
pictures definitely don't do it justice. These windows are so gorgeous. I love that so much. Oh, it's gorgeous. It has such a, I don't even know how to describe, but it almost feels like a little bit Baroque, these windows.
Mhm.
But there's such a flair to it. A little bit Gothic, a little bit Baroque, I'd say. But in silver. And it's stunning.
Reminds
And
me of
the
one of those
pink
classy,
roses. Oh my gosh.
one of those classy piano bars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the pink roses just add such a nice touch because it's a lot of white and black and like more cool tones. But the pink is just like a very like nice pop of subtle color. So over back here, that's the bar area.
I love that the
Like
bread.
a bar and
like,
pastry area.
yeah, I love that you sank the showcase so it looks like an actual like bread display. It's so good.
It's just amazing. Really lovely.
I also really like the contrast between like kind of that Baroque feeling that Flora was talking about, along with like some of the more modern and like sharper, cleaner edges. I really like the contrast between those two things that kind of goes through the whole build.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love the stage.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see the lights and stuff underneath it in the pictures. That's so cool.
Oh, that's so amazing. Look at the way this stage is shaped too. QK just really like took special care and attention to make a stage that's very unique. You have like the lights coming from below and they reflect really beautifully on the marble flooring. But also you have the pops of like the very pale blue here as well. Ah, you know what? That's actually very interesting. That's actually something that I'm noticing now. So this is not actually a black and white build. This is actually a black and ice blue build. So you can see
Hard to
if
tell
you
with the
look really
lighting.
close. Yeah, it's hard to tell with the lighting, but actually it's like a very light blue. And that's a color combination I really love. I love seeing black and light blue together.
I love the attention to detail with the ceiling at different heights, simply for where they are. Like back for the stages, the lights are higher, or the ceiling's higher for the lights to shine down. Looks so good.
It does. So there's a lot of careful attention to like the depth and dimensionality of the ceilings, and you've also got the trim from the verdant, I think it's the verdant shelf partitions lining the edges, just for a little bit of extra detail and flair. And over here, this window display is just incredibly gorgeous as well. And you've got a little peek of books over here too. Wow. Just absolutely stunning, QK. Thank you so much.
The diversity.
It's just so pretty. I love. There's just so many details.
Good
I'm
morning,
curious what this
Echo. It's 4:23 over here, and it's even it's still a little unacceptably late over there for you as well.
I wonder how this build looks in like 1 or 2 light, because it must be so ambient.
It must be. This is also really lovely as well. This the ice panel trimming back here in between the slats.
It's just all of those little things that are so pretty.
Really beautiful. And just the 360 is something to behold. Really stunning. Thank you so much, QK. You always create the most incredible builds, and this one is just incredible as usual. I don't think I've ever seen a black and blue build like this, or a black and blue build at all, so it's just so happy to see such a refreshing color combination like this.
I love seeing just like so many unique thoughts from all of our different designers. It's so cool.
And Brem just pointed out too, this little detail by the door from the manor wardrobe. Just a small touch, but it's everything. It means so much. Alrighty, where are we heading to next?
All right, so next we're staying on Ultras, and we're going to go to Goblet, Ward 22, Plot 35, Goblet North Subdivision, and this is Yanina's house.
Perfect. Did you say a Yanina build? Hype?
Ooh.
I did.
Very, very hype. And yes, Psycho, you missed out on some very lovely toilets. You're going to have to watch them. You're going to have to watch for them later. And also, let's see. Let's see. What did you say the subdivision was?
Goblet North Subdivision.
Okay. Oops, we're already in Goblin North, so I guess we're just gonna go this way.
Are we in Subdivision already?
Oh, you know what? We're not. Hang on.
Ooh, this is the medieval.
Don't go that way. Okay, come this way. Yeah. Okay. North Subdivision. Subdivision, everyone.
I still love these trees so much.
They're so great.
So, medieval fantasy, witchy souls. Come on in. You can sit on the mushrooms by the pond. Designed by Yanina Iris. Ooh, look at this snowy build.
I just love all these logs.
Oh, this is such a pretty yard. So pretty. Yanina is a master of just setting the mood.
Aesthetically pleasing, all of it.
Beautiful. And let's go inside. So everyone be sure to appreciate this. Yanina is currently on a hiatus, so it may be a while before we see another one of her builds.
And I believe she's moving to Oceania when the new servers come
No!
out.
Oh no! Oh, well, we're gonna miss her a lot.
This entrance.
Wow.
So good.
Just stunning though. Look at this. Oh, and Nat is sitting on the little mushroom, as mentioned.
That's adorable.
Oh, isn't this just beautiful?
I love seeing builds that use these fireplaces, simply because the last one that I saw was, I think, Xeno's Dark Soul build, which it's amazing how they use it so well. And then my twins Ishgard build.
We're screenshotting over here. Oh, and look at this beautiful detail. So these lamps are growing on a vine. I don't even know what they're called because I never see them used, but Yanina's just so big brain that she just plucks all these items that are hardly ever used and plops them into her build like they were meant to be there forever.
I wonder if they're still expensive.
I think so. They're like a drop from maps. It's the Gubu lamps, like you said. They're adorable though. I love them. And she hit the actual Gubu so well.
Oh snap! Wait, that iron gated door that's half open.
Just beautiful.
Oh wow. This is just so lovely.
Oh my god. And look at this. Look, there's a little lever that you can pull here. Very, very
Close the
enticing.
gates on resort. Oh, he left.
And then over this way. Wow. Oh my god, isn't that just stunning?
It's so immersive.
You've got the rain falling down, and you've got the lightning in the background too.
So pretty.
Don't fear, this house is gonna stay because this is designed for a client by Yanina, I believe. So this house will stay, but as for Yanina, we will absolutely miss her. I hope she can come back to Primal sometimes and create more builds.
Wait, this door. Oh my gosh. Yanina, I love your doors.
It's so pretty.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so clever. And look at that wood plank that they used to shut it.
So good.
That is just incredible. Do you see also this little window here with the pile? I think it's supposed to be candle wax.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that so cute?
So great.
Oh my
Also,
god.
I just really appreciate the plants growing through the floor. Like, that's a really nice touch.
Oh, for sure. And then over here as well, we have a rack of potions and a bubbling cauldron. Oh, that's so cute too. The cauldron actually has a message book inside there. So when there's a message, it sparkles blue with ominous intent.
Oh wait, is this like a fake makeshift elevator?
Oh my god, I think it's supposed to be a lift. It really is. Wow!
Big brain.
Yanina, the brain. It's just too big. And do you see also there's like a little scenery window here as well? So as you're going up, you get a different view of the scenery. Oh my gosh, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the elevator in Satasha. I think it's Satasha, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like the elevator in Satasha?
It's so good.
Galaxy brain with all these levers.
You know what? Stinky Yogi Bear has a correction. It's Copperbell Mines. Even worse. But still incredibly
one
faithful.
Of the OGs.
Still incredibly faithful.
It's
Wow.
like such a genius use of items to create it too.
Look, and the
So
lever
good.
for it is over here too.
So good.
And then if we go over this way, ooh, oh wow, look. Copeland managed to land himself in prison. It's the prison cell.
Look at the train on the door for the lock.
Oh my gosh.
How does she do it? Her brain is
That
just
is
too big.
wild.
Her brain is just absolutely massive. And over here, a shield display. This is calling back to her Nordic Viking build that she made not too long ago too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Really beautiful. And then I did see that there was an upper level, so let's go take a look. Because I just cannot comprehend how she managed to make even more detail. Wow, so first of all, these pillars. So this is more like a balcony area, but it's gorgeous nevertheless.
And then you look up, and then there's that circular stained glass.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That's just gorgeous.
And yes, that is the step bed. But it frames that stained glass window so perfectly.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Like, it's such a good combination of items to make something that looks so natural. It's perfect.
Just beautiful. And the way that the light comes down, it's stunning.
Oh, I like how she layered those pawns. They aren't like identically one on top of the other. They're kind of off a little bit with the light.
Oh yeah, like it's like a little
It's stunning.
staircase. That's really cool. It gives like a very like the house is built into a cave kind of feel. I love it.
Up here you mean? Yeah, that's gorgeous. This must have been an expensive build.
Worth.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, just so many lovely details.
This is just a testament of Yanina's skill and ability. She is just incredible at creating and thinking of all the small details that make a home make sense. Like a lock on a door or a lever to pull a trapdoor or a switch to turn on special effects. They just add so much to the immersiveness of a home. And we're so lucky to be able to see her work in person.
Yeah, it's just absolutely lovely.
Thank you so much, Yanina. We love your build so much and you're just incredible. You really just bring builds that are impossible to life and you somehow make them possible and feel so real.
It's amazing.
The brain in your head is just absolutely massive and wrinkled. And we're all
Giga
such
brain.
fans. So, where to next?
So next up, we're staying on Ultros. We're going to our final house today, which is in Shirogane, Ward 23, Plot 51, and it's going to be Northern Shirogane Subdivision. And this is Hana's build.
Exciting! Thank you for inviting us, Yanina. We love your builds. So this is our very last build, everyone. Ward 23, Northern Shirogane Subdivision.
Oh, I accidentally went northeastern.
Welcome to the hottest place to play basketball in the land. This is such a colorful yard. A lot of different yellow tones, and you've got just the most beautiful view of the beach.
Yeah.
I kind of like the chocobo walls. I like chocobo and the mog walls, actually.
It
Like,
works so well with this yard.
For a small house, it looks super cute.
I think it looks nice in a small house.
Once it gets bigger, it's a little bit of a different story, personally.
But it's fun. I imagine that the inside's gonna be fun too. Let's go inside.
Because I want these chocobo doors. I think they're just so cute.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay,
wow.
so wow, lots of places to go. Let's start over here. Oh, this is so cute. So this is like a very fun and colorful kitchen. Oh, and this is so cute. You've got like the bright red of the tabletop, the picnic blanket matching the red trim of the shirogane walls.
That's so cute.
Really cute. And this ice box is so fun as well. Really do be icy in there.
I just love that, like, the wall between the kitchen and our next spot is open, and you can have the whole, you can see, like, the chandelier through the whole house. I really like that.
Oh, look at the little pupper.
Aww.
Oh, it's so cute. So this is cute. This is like a little study slash relaxation room. I just love the amount of clutter and like detail that you've added, especially on this table. It really does feel like we kind of stepped into the home of someone who is busy in the middle of researching, and we're just kind of intruding, gracefully intruding.
So many bold and bright colors. Love it.
And that's really cool. Rem mentions there are actually a lot of Caribbean houses like this where the wall separating areas are not reaching the ceiling and it's cut off at the center. That's a really cool touch.
Yeah, it's just beautiful like that. I really like it.
Really lovely. And then there's also a downstairs. Ooh, look, Paisa. Enya will really like that. Oh, and this is so fun too.
This is so cute. Look at it.
Oh, this is so fun. Look at all the plushies all around.
Oh, hey, look, there's a York plushie.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those hunting trophies. It's the head.
This is
It's
such a
just
cute way to display all this.
Oh my god, it's like if you open up like the tray on a table and you lift off the lid and you just see a floating head on there. Hello.
Yeah.
This is so cute. I think this build shows a lot of personality and a lot of like flair because you can see all the plushies that they love and adore and hold close to their heart. And it's also just a very like colorful and vibrant build as well.
Yeah, I love just like, it's so unique, and I love like having all these little things together, and it's like such a great like game room and bar, and you can have all your friends to hang out and talk about all the cool trophies that you have from all the fights you've gone on together. Like, it's just really cool vibe to it.
Yeah, it's just a really fun and like colorful and vibrant build. And full of personality and full of like fun. Oh look, and you've got Niwa hiding in there. Very sneaky.
No, I just want to play basketball.
So cute.
A serious triple triad match going on.
And there are just
Oh
a
my
lot of
gosh.
details throughout. Like you can see the little pieces of food that are left out. You know, something that's also interesting is there's this like Moogle claw game over here, and it's almost like inside those little eggs, there are little toys that you can win, and that little display back there is almost like the display for all the toys that you've won through the game. It's just fun, and it's almost very like lore. It's almost like you can create a lore for this build. It's just really fun and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for inviting us, Hannah. Shall we all take a picture? We can take one over here, maybe. We
Sure.
can line up in a little bit of an angled formation. So my tall friends, you guys go in the back. Rem, Naughty, Vane, make sure you line up. Perfect. Now we just need Naughty, and then we're all set. Gonna beckon. Oh, perfect. Now, in the meantime, everyone make sure to get up your glams. Or not your glams, but make sure you pose as you would like. Alright, and let's G-pose. I am turning the wrong way. Okay, sorry, we'll do this again. Okay, and now I'm gonna fix everyone. Aw, everyone, you look so cute! Oh, and look at the fat cats just falling over. You know, it really do be like that sometimes. Okay, screenshots. Lots of screenshots, lots of different angles. Oh, you guys are all so cute. And one more far away. Okay, I lied. One more, for real. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Yes, thank you all so much. This was so much fun.
This
It
was
was
such
so
a fun
fun.
tour.
Thank you so much to our special guest Midori for joining us. She is just absolutely fabulous as usual. She's going to be the most amazing mama in a few months. So send her all your best wishes. And thank you again, everyone, just for joining us every month. It's just so incredible and so uplifting and energizing to be around such an incredible group. If you joined us for the first time this month, just be aware that we are a community based in Primal. We all love talking to each other in our Discord server, which is linked below. Under our stream. And another fun thing we've got going on currently is we've got a fun little contest for. We've got a fun little contest called our Bunny Boy contest, where you can submit a picture of a bunny that you've created in the benchmark, and you can submit it, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bunny that you'll Fantasia into, but you can share a photo of a bunny that you've created, and we'll randomly select 3 winners to win Fantasias. So definitely, if you're interested, be sure to join our server to read up more about that. If you have any questions at all, you can send a message to the admins or the mods. But other than that, just want to say thank you so much to everyone who joined us again. It was an amazing and wonderful tour as usual, and we had some great company with us this time.
Thanks for touring, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks so much for joining us one more time, and with that, we will sign off, but we will be seeing you next month during our August tour, and it'll be a fun time as usual. But otherwise, that's all we've got for today. Good night, everyone. Have a great Sunday.
Everyone. Bye.
Bye.